And the first one, it's probably the major issue I think for our tech industry right now, and it's a problem across the world, but New Zealand's a really good case. A lot of people going around, it's amazing, mate. As a CEO of a little web company in Wellington now, with a good investor who are in a state of revenue, I get approached all the time by ideas now, finally. I think, oh, this is great, but actually a lot of ideas are just coming. They're just ideas, and I think, well, talk to me in a few weeks. I mean, I'm busy running my company, but if in a few weeks you're making good progress, great. A few weeks, more talk. And I think, what's the point? Well, seriously, why would I keep talking about this at the moment? This is not to put people down. You know, we're all in a position, you've got to turn this into a business. You know, you can run away and sign up for my planhq product and come back and talk to me in 3 weeks, or any of the people I'm connected with, and show them your goals, show them a baseline forecast. I mean, why not? Straight away it's a business. Like, cool, I want to look at this. This is interesting. So I guess ideas don't get investment. You know? People don't invest in ideas; they invest in businesses. Ideas don't generate return on investment. And I'm an ideas person, and I'm saying that. So as far as I'm concerned, ideas rule the world, right? At one level, every day, every decision I make is driven by a new idea. I sit there and think, how can I do this? Great, an idea will solve the problem. But I don't sell the ideas, I sell the business. I solve problems in the business with ideas. And we should all take that same approach as well. Try and turn everything into a business. Forget your solution, because you're probably not really well. Think about the market more, think about your financial model more, and pull it together into a business, you know. A business has got sales, it's got a break-even point if it's pre-profit and startup, which, so quickly, how many people are startups here in the room at the moment? Yeah. And how many people are, say, maybe pre-startup, where they're looking at doing something but haven't quite moved yet? Yeah, okay. So how many people have got profitable companies? Oh, that's cool, that's a reasonable mix, yeah, that's right. So, I guess in terms of talking ideas, I don't know, I mean, hopefully it's something you can take away. It's just turn your idea into a business, and it's actually sometimes not that difficult to do the first cut of that. And I've tried to make planhq. I'm literally not pushing my product here. I guess what I've done is, you know, this is my experience, and I've taken my experience and thought either I build up a network of consultants and go around helping people, including myself, and I help as well. But I can only get 10 of them, and maybe build 100 companies I can help, and it's not really going to help the economy because I can't export that. So all these things I'm interested in. I'm interested in growing the country, and I'm interested in reaching thousands and tens of thousands of people, building a global business model, hitting the $50 million target Joseph talks about, because these are the things that we should be aiming for as long as we don't talk in ideas and we start focusing on business. Because when it turns into a business, it's got a break-even point quite quickly, you think profitable, great. At that point in time, you open your investment options up again. Sorry, Patrick, can we? No. I'll better rush through this, so I don't want to take too much time. Illusions, talking yourself and others up on the back of leads. And this is I mean, I'm a very positive person again, so when I get a new lead in, I'm pretty excited and pumping, but don't sit there on the lead and just wait for a few weeks because you're excited you got leads. Follow them up and shut them down if they're dead, because most of them just die very, very quickly. And it's hard, but it's better that you do that quickly rather than later. Most people sit there, once they get some investment options, and feel very impressed. I've got 3 options at the moment, talking 2 weeks later. Yeah, I still got 3 people on the go. It's like, oh yeah, any of them coming through yet or not? Oh no, they're still moving. I think, okay, it means none of them are going anywhere. That's what it means. Yeah, they're dead. So kill them. Sorry, kill through. And that's what I guess I'm saying here. You know, just test it straight away, test this lead, and either watch it fly or just watch it die and move on straight away. You know, don't muck around. Sorry, again. Saying undercapitalised, I'm undercapitalised, you're probably undercapitalised too, it's probably the truth. But I don't know, that's not really the investor's problem, right? The problem of undercapitalisation in our companies right now that you can help, because you haven't got money, you're looking for it, is you can actually focus on, I guess, building the business case that attracts investment, you know? There aren't enough investors in New Zealand, absolutely, everyone will reach that from the hills, Rod will say it out loud as well, but it doesn't matter, you can't affect that. What you can affect is having a better proposition, which is investable. You can either sit there and wait for the investment market to have more cash to push in, or you can keep pushing the bar up, raise the bar, make your business look more stable, less risky. Investors will keep coming, and you'll eat into the market further and further. Right now we've got a bunch of angels going around, everyone knows they're there, they've got some cash, sold a couple of web companies, that's great, but there are a whole lot of other investors out there. There's money in property everywhere around the country and in agriculture. It's not about to be freed up into technology investments at this point in time, because we look way too risky as a country, you know, in terms of technology. And I won't be frank with it, I love the country and I'm all for it and I'm trying to build my own in it, but from an investment perspective still, we've got to raise the bar. And I guess the one thing I do today is try and help us all raise the bar. That's probably the best thing we can do about our experience here. So, writing on a successful environment, obviously, you know, we've got trade new, we've got aftermail, and it's really, really great, but the amount of people I see going around now, chewing up that energy and burning it is phenomenal. You know, I mean, that energy is there to inspire you, but take that and go and build your own business. It's theirs, nothing to do with you. You know, the only thing it's got to do with you is that it's inspirational and it's in your country, absolutely. And I'm totally pumped by those things happening. But that's energy, and you never waste energy. A lot of people I think going at the moment are just taking the energy, and that can last them through a day of complacency, because they're thinking about how great the country is and trade deals are a success. But Nothing to do. You've got to change the world. Trade was a success because they didn't write a successful environment, they created a successful environment. Be a creator. That's probably the biggest thing there. I've done my business plan, obviously. A lot of people say this, I've done my business plan. That's something I've just ticked off, you know. Whereas a business plan is something you should be doing right now. So what's your next goal in the next week or 2 weeks or 3 weeks? The same people who seem to answer the question, I've done my plan, and treat it like the old planning, put it, you know, to one side. I've got a spreadsheet and a document, and now that I've made it, that's it. A plan is not where you're going. A plan is where you're going and what you're doing. And the second part is really, really important. This is why I bought planhq again. Planning tools right now are packaged software to generate documents. I'm not going to compete with them feature to feature. I'm not even interested in doing that. They completely miss the point of a plan. A plan is supposed to be done and achieved and tracked. So with a tool like planhq, it's exactly what we're trying to help you out there with. So if you think you've done your business plan, jump on for 30 days, there's no risk at all on planhq, and just see if it can bring it to life. The last one is I filled in the forms, and I mean, obviously you've got to fill the forms in, and I've filled the forms before. I've got the FRST grant for a customer before, and I'm certainly going to be going for some grants now. But I guess, you know, it can be a trick. It doesn't have to be a trick, but it can be internally. This is all internal stuff, by the way, I'm making, you know. In terms of the market, go and fill the forms, get your bloody grants, absolutely. But internally, don't get too much satisfaction from the fact that you can do that. You know, there's a business strategy behind this, and that's what's important. The government is here to help, and that's fantastic, right? We've got to be on wrapped that this money's out there in the marketplace, but it's your job to run the business and make a successful business and a strategy. So don't rely on the forms for producing that. The last one, just be with being independent. Just don't be dependent. Don't look and feel needy at all. You've got to be confident, and confidence comes from doing the sorts of things we've been talking about here. Focusing on turning your ideas into a business. If you do that, you will get more confidence. Because when you're out there circulating, you'll realise you start to prop up ahead of the other people who are just still talking about ideas. All these talking people everywhere, there's talkers and there's doers. Be a doer, and you won't be dependent. I guess at all times, I'm going to finish it quickly, is just send a crystal clear signal to investors that you've got a plan and you're going to make it happen. And that's probably me. Thanks a lot.